All right, so now we're going to go through some simple standing exercises and stretches you can do if you're in the workplace, small cubicle. As I mentioned to a bunch of people in previous appointments, if you're a patient of mine, is every 20, 30 minutes. If you have a desk job or you're at your computer a lot, you want to make sure that you're standing up every 20 to 30 minutes. Even if it's a matter of you standing up like this, I love it. Just going to take that brief second to alleviate pressure in that low back. If you can add to that, even better. So if you're standing here like that, you're just going to bring your arms up like this, make that touchdown sign. Notice as I bring my arms up and back, okay, my back's nice and straight, ear canal over the shoulder blades, so I'm not hyperextending back, I'm not hunching forward, straight back, pulling back into that touchdown sign. Go Eagles, baby. And you're going to do this little, what I call hummingbird. Okay, where you're going backwards like this, pulling those shoulder blades into your spine. I'm going to show you from the side here like this. And you can reverse that hummingbird coming forward like this. Okay, you can even play around with the size of your hummingbird wings. So you can go nice and big, reverse it back. You can go nice and small, reverse it back. Okay, if you want to add a little sway into that too, call this one the happy hummingbird because I'm moving. Everyone loves a happy hummingbird. Gotta love it. Okay, nice and small, get a little bit bigger. Okay, coming forward like that. Okay, gonna look a little crazy in the workplace, but you know what I think is even more crazy? You not doing this. So make sure that you get all your coworkers to get involved, and then you won't look like the only crazy person in the office, and you all have a lot less pain. Win-win situation for everyone. Okay. Hopefully you have a chair here. If you have a movable rolling chair, okay, you don't want to necessarily do this at a rolling chair, but make sure you have some type of stationary chair. Maybe you can have a folding chair out to your side that you can come to that's a little bit more stationary. Also, you got to make sure you check the flooring. Even if you do have a stationary chair, you know, sometimes you can slide away for adding pressure. So make sure that you're securely pushing down into the chair versus out. So what you're going to come to here with your chair, going to put your hands on your backrest, come forward, okay? Tighten up your stomach. That is the key for every single one of my exercises. So what I mean by that, it's not pulling your belly button into your spine. That's an old mentality of how you should contract your spine. I actually want you to just contract your spine as if I was going to come here in your workplace and sock you in the stomach, which I will do if you do not do these exercises. So make sure you tighten your stomach, and then we don't have to deal with that. So you're going to tighten your stomach right here. You're going to come over top. Grab the back of the chair here. I'm going to keep as straight of a back as possible. So what I mean by that is I don't want you hunching forward like this. I don't want you hyperextending up like this. Nice and comfortable straight position, keeping that tummy nice and tight. Okay. Once you're in this position here, you're going to bring one arm out in front. Okay. Back down to your chair. Other arm out in front. Back down to your chair. That might seem pretty simplistic, but let's consider sitting all day long, no movement whatsoever. The muscles that we're working here are the muscles that are affected by you seated in the chair. So even doing these simplistic movements is going to help you throughout the day. Now we can make these a little bit more complex because I don't know necessarily where everyone's activity level is or pain level for that matter. So if you are here in this, this is a piece of cake. Dr. Jason's full of crap, this doesn't do anything, then we can add to that, okay? So what you're going to do here, first I want you, before anything, just to lift your legs straight up in the back like this, just so you get a feel for it. And also make sure that that chair is stable, because if you slide out and fall on your face, you're going to look like an idiot, number one, you're probably going to blame me. So make sure you push down into that chair to make sure it's stable, kind of nice and slowly going back and forth. Here's where we get a little bit more challenging. Remember, stomach's nice and tight throughout all this. We're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg, lifting up like this. Notice my back is nice and straight, so I'm not arching. I'm not coming forward. Nice and straight line, just like so. Now you might say, I don't have enough room for this at the office. Okay, I can't kick back like this. All right, well, let's bend the knee. Okay, should have enough room. Kicking your butt a little bit here. Okay, bending your knee, opposite arm, opposite leg like this. Okay, if that's still too simplistic for you, I'm going to change it up even more. I'm going to show you from the side here first. So we're out here, you're gonna swing your arm out to the side, pulling your shoulder blade into your spine. Okay, and you can play around with this. Everyone knows the YMCA, you know, YMCA, that whole thing. You can do the whole thing here. Coming out in front, Y, okay. I like a T, so we're not gonna do the YMCA necessarily, but Y, T, straight back, I. You can do an uppercase I, Y, T, add a little W action in there, slight bend, okay. Do the same thing other side, I, Y, T, lowercase I, W. So standing, what those positions look like, I call this lowercase I call this T, I call this Y, I call this W, and I call this uppercase I, okay? Can get your legs involved with this one too. So while we're going through that process, the leg actually does the same motion the arm does. So opposite leg goes back, arm out in front, hey, we made an I. Going out to the side, you can call this a Y or an X because you're kind of making that X pattern, okay? Okay, coming out to the side, T, so you're kind of looking like this. I'll do it from the other side. Okay, and then straight back like that. W is the most tricky. Arm's going to be like this. Leg's going to bend. You're going to come out wide like that. So it's going to look something like this. So you're here, out to the side. Now notice when I did that, I don't want my body to rotate, okay? If you remember from the very beginning, torso stays straight, so we don't rotate anything at all. We're here, torso straight, stomach nice and tight. That's key. Why do I want you to do that? If you constantly tell your brain to tell your stomach to contract, guess what stabilizes your spine? Your core. I'm not talking six-pack abs, I'm talking the muscles that actually connect into your spine. By contracting like that, you're constantly saying, brain, activate, brain, activate. Guess what's going to happen throughout the day automatically then? Brain's going to automatically activate your spine. So then, when you go to pick up that something off the floor, tie your shoe. I'm sure we all know someone or experience this. Oh, I just bent over, tied my shoe, my back went out. Okay? Well, something's probably been brewing for quite some time for that to occur, partially in due part because the stomach muscles, your core, your true core muscles, are not able to stabilize those movements, and then you have a seated desk job. By doing this throughout the day, you're going to alleviate those issues.